やべ、バチバチしてる。なんでよ。うい。24日、3日ぶりに戻ってきた。久々すぎて。OK です。しつけしてから行こう。あ、どうもどうも。かわいい。あれ？あとどこ行った？おった。ついでにもらってこう。あれ？あとどこだっけ？こっちか？インフラ。多分欲しいのはニフラーではない。あっちだな。ディリゴールだっけ？そんなやつじゃなかったっけ？ジョバノール。ジョバノールか。あれ？いや、違う。アイアンじゃなくて、イリア。こっち来なさい。さあ、何からやっていこうか。まだ一個、開けれてないとこがある。
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden
金色の
feathers.
羽。
It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the
そうな
sport
の。
hundreds of
本物
years
は
ago.
良くないな。
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets
まあ
than
でも
they ever
黄金
would
だから
have
そうなんだ
fighting
ろうな。
dragons.
価値が高
The
いんだろうな。
golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard
良
kind.
くないよ。
If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers,
おるそんなの。
who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius!
ああ、なるほ
The
ど。
centaurs! They'd want the
こっちに
Snidgets
助けを求める
protected
か。
at all costs.
Sounds as if we
事
need
情
to
を
go
相
and
談
talk
し
to
な
the
きゃいけない。
centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
あの人らが味方になってくれれば非常に助かります。ああ、30か。そうかもう30になっちゃったか。こう言ってないんだよな。そういえば。さすがにそろそろ学校内ぐらいは飛べるようにしとこんと。
Revelio.
ん
Lumos.
はい。
Off on another adventure.
Revelio.
蝶がいるけど、肝心の、ああ、こうか。ってことは、これを、こうしての、こうでしょ。
Protego.
Gets hung providence in a stink.
はい、どうも。 サイド。世界は広いね。ああ、これあれか。あとこれぐらいもしかして。やれるの。行くか。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
装備だけ。全然強くなかった。
I found a Do you recall den near one of the hamlets? Take some galleons off that little find.
Revelio.
一人、二人、三人。人間もと動物もどきを人間のたちに戻す。できんのか。あ、動物もどきもしかしてあの人。
It seems we may have an intruder in our
やべ。やべやべ。
Someone a lesson.
バレたくない。
Someone is when I get to cast Cruciatus on them. If a beast can't outsmart me, then it deserves to die.
はい。いや、強っ。マジかよ。はい、どうぞ。なんでお前が食らってんの。あれ呪文がねえ。こっちだな。
Revelio. The cave must be somewhere in this
ありゃ
maze. I wonder what else is in there.
地面に埋めたいけど埋めれないんだよな。はい、どうぞ。頑張れ。どうしよう。こうするか。合わねえのかい。トマト。なんだ、不意打ちならもんだ。
Eight legs is simply Revelio.
こんなすんなり埋まっちゃうと。わお。これインペリオしてもダメ？燃えている雲を飛ばねえじゃん。燃えている雲っつって燃やしても吹き飛ばんにしよう。ああ、いいのか。
Revelio. Revelio.
わあ、いいか。攻撃しようとしてるやつに、あれか。無理。早すぎる。
Protego. Revelio. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned.
いた？
Incendio.
わお。でかくない？また頭部に埋めるパターンか。やったね。おい、35じゃねえか。こりゃ困った。危ない。危ない。うわー、どっから来た？えてて。どっからだよ。周りを頼む。硬いね。あ、まずい。
Now that's taken care of. I need to find the heirloom for my little daughter.
あれではない。
I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley.
おい。やったね。
Revelio.
あー、エロ。これポンパーダじゃなくて。どうすっかな。
Revelio.
こうでいこう。
Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Incendio.
はい。やったね。
Incendio.
はい。 よし。これ来た道入ってる？ああ、外か。帰ろう。これなら帰らせてもらう。
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Ah, you look
Oi.
none the worse
Hey,
for
does it?
wear.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula
まあ
ever
まあ、そこそ
again.
こ強かった。
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm glad Milo's daughter will have something to remember him
ト
by.
ロールよりはまだマシかな。
As far-fetched as his schemes were, Milo was a good friend, and I shall miss him. Please, accept this reward for your trouble.
What do you have for sale?
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have been fulfilled and his daughter has something to
お
remember him by.
強い。
Oh, suits you. Yeah, I'd think about getting that.
強いな。普通に強いな。
Never mind replenishing my stock.
装備スロットは
Pleasure
いっ
doing
ぱいですね。
business with you.
なわけないだ。
Oh, you'll like that. I'm sure of
どういう
it.
こっちゃ。なんか出たよな、そこ。コンフリンゴのダメージがでかくなるのか。じゃあ、一旦帰るか。なんかあれやないかい。
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, I do hope Mary...
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my
どう
woes.
した？
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask. Are you afraid of spiders?
でもまあま
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched
あ、
lately.
まあまあま
Lucky
あ。怖く
you.
ないけど、
The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable. But why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest.
ああ、いらっしゃい。
I couldn't move, paralyzed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree.
インセンディオ。あ
I
れ、
was
イン
there
セ
for
ン
what
ディオ
seemed
は、
hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
操る方か。あれインセンディオって操るやつだな。クルーシオ、
Reached out to anyone
ク
who
ル
would
ーシ
listen.
オインテンシ
Tried
イ
Minister
ンテン
Spellbold
シオ
Spanning himself. But evidently they have their
イン
hands
セン
full
ディオ
with
か
who knows what
習
else.
得したと。
It
呪い
seems
のやつ
this
だよな。
little hamlet has to fend for itself.
多分習得してる。あれが、
I'll try my very
あれ
best.
がきっとインセンディオ。
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to
違う。
help, I'd appreciate it.
あっちか。
They'll find Arrowshire
こんにちは。
southeast of Hogsmeade,
この魔
just
法か。
below the train
覚えて
station.
る。覚えてるけど。インセンディオあるよ。コンフリンゴ、あれインセンディオじゃん。あれ
Incendio.
あ、インセンディオこれか。これ久しく使ってねえ。最初に覚えたやつじゃん。インセンディオ。いや、インセンディオよりやっぱコンフリンゴの方が。インセンディオよりあれだ、コンフリンゴの方が最近は使う。いや、もう使わないけどさ、でも。もう、インペリオか。インペリオとクルーショとアバだけでいいもん。マジで。闇の魔法3種類で全てが終わるから。いや、アバタまだ。アバタが残ってる。最後はアバタを取りに行きたい。アバタ待ちです。
This must be Arrowshire.
もう闇の魔
Let's
法
keep
2
an
つ
eye
は
out for spiders.
インペリオか。インペリオは、マジ楽。クルーションも楽だったけど、インペリオがマジ楽。よし。インペリオを刺してさ、あえて勝手にやって、いった。いった。勝手にやっといてくれっつって。もう勝手に暴れてくれるからな、こいつが。マジ勝手に暴らせされたけどいいって。正直、なんだっけ。この変身術か。これも強いけどね。これしときゃ一発だからね。あ、出て。なんか一人おかしいやつがおる。一人おかしいやつが。多すぎるって。どうぞ。やばい、危ない。お、いいね。最強。攻守は進撃。
Surely that's the last of them.
総集編全部録画しました。
Revelio.
まだ一個も見てません。よしよし。雲が大量発生したからしばらく家を開けることにした。もう一度言うけどしばらくの間だけ一つにお前が雲なんとかしろよ。大量発生したら開けてもさ、どうにもならんって。メアリーいんの？いるんですか？ああ、メアリー、メアリー。希望通り、雲の毒を発送しました。直ちにお支払いをお願いします。地下室の作業場にいる雲の卵たちは間もなく羽化します。また近いうちに毒をお届けできるでしょう。メアリー・ポートマン。
If Mary is breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
メアリーが育てて、メアリーが雲に捕まったっていう話やろ、多分。育てたけどってやつやな。 メアリーが育ってメアリーが捕まりました。多分入り口ここだな。あかんのかい。あかんのかい。ああ、普通に入るんかい。おい。ここは普通に入るんかい。そこ魔法でこじ開けるんじゃないんかい。絶対あんなのこじ開けると思う。普通に入るんかい。なんだよ。ここ急にゲーム感出してくんなよ。あれ雲いた？後ろにいる。後ろにいますな。昔どっか行ったな。
A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there.
今多分3匹だけ生まれてどっか行っちゃった。多分こああ。ありゃ。ありゃりゃりゃりゃりゃ。あ、とりあえずお前が頑張れ。おお、どっから来た今。あ、素晴らしい。よくやった。空中じゃないしな、これ。ほんと、この、あれ危ない。12個もあるわ。いっぱい。あ、これ美味しいかもって。雲って実際食べれるんだっけ？一応食べれるんだっけ？雲自体は。食用？まあ今のはでも鬼雲あるんだ。デパルソで打ち上げる。デパルソってなんだ？アクション。あ、ああ。あれ空中の敵をディッセンド。空中だったんだけどな。あれハマってる？ん？ん？ん？どうした？バグった。ゲームがバグった。あ、なんかすごいずれてる。やれた。すごいずれてたな今。叩きつけて何秒かラグがあった。ごめん、タイムワールドみたいなことになっちゃった。時止めがザ・ワールド。すべての敵がちょっと待って。何やその雑すぎない？その技術のさ適当すぎない？好きな方法で倒せってもうやけくそじゃねえかよ。あんなに指示してきたのに。反射ほんと強い。反射してダメージも与えれるからね。雑すべての敵を好きな方法。これで技術が。わかんない。ファイナルファンタジーはごめんなさい、わかりません。全くわかりません。 ファイナルファンタジーは14だ、すれ違ってしまった。14だけやったことある。キングダムハーツは全部やったね。1、2、3やったわ。あれ、どうやって行くんだ。気になるんだけど。あそこ行きたい。
リフレガは最強魔法な気がす。わら。
リフレガ。覚えてない。クリアしたのずいぶん前だけど。リフレガ。サンダガ覚えてる。サンダガとかファイガとか覚えてる。サンダガってか、サンダガはめちゃくちゃ強くなかった。なんか炎よとか氷より。だよね。キングダムハーツサンダガはめちゃくちゃ、サンダー系めっちゃ使ってた気がする。サンダーだけ覚えてる。多分よく使ってたからだと。雷系強かった気がする。回りながら、サンダガだっけな。普通に囲まれても、結構広範囲に雷が落ちてたような気がするんだよ。これどうやって行くの？迷子なんだけど。迷子なんだが。アクトビラはどれですか？これだって違うでしょ。マップ見ててもわかんねえよ、このゲーム。どうやったら開くねん。おい。
カイリさん、暇そうだな。一人の時、わら。
あの人どこ、あの人闇のとこに行ったっけ？どうだったっけ？あ、でもキングダムハーツも4あるんでしょ。4なのか3だったか忘れたけど、3. 点なんとかだっけ。4だっけあれ。3. 点いくつだっけ。4か。4になるのか。また 2.8 みたいな感じになるのかと思った。3. 点いくつみたいな。3で終わりでいいじゃん。ダメなの？ 3 で終わりじゃダメなんですか。あ、こっちかな？クソ迷子だ。でも考えずにやってるからなんだ。ボケーっとやってたら。
ソラさんがディズニー世界に惹かれた後のわら、現実に行った話らしいわ、わら。
現実に行ったから、あんななんか、東京みたいな街並みになってたの。そういう理由？なんか偉い街並みっていうか、デモ映像。なんか偉いディズニーの世界観から変わったなと思って。いけません。迷子です。終わりました。終わりました。あれあれちょっと美少年になりつつあるよね。3ぐらいでもだいぶなってたけど。ここじゃない？
いい年齢だし、わら。
開いてみるか。別のとこから行くっていう。違うかな。
確かもう16歳だったはず。
まあ少年だな。青年になりつつある。わからないよー。ここしかないな、入り口。
いろいろ発達する年齢である、わら。
どこだ？ こじ開けるか。
Bombarda.
くそ。相手よ。
Incendio.
わかんねえ。どっか、ああ、いた。よし。よしやけど、
Rebellion.
ここか。
Incendio.
あった。
Accio.
あった。
Incendio. Arresto momentum.
そう。
Incendio. Confringo.
オッケー。
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
これでいけるってことは、これでもいけるって
Incendio.
ってことは、ここがいける。よし。
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them.
わ。
Incendio.
よーし、やっと。言い過ぎだって。
Glacius. Defender. Stupefy. Imperio.
はい。
Stupefy. Crucio. Glacius. Incendio.
オッケー。
Accio.
食べれるかね。カニング持って食えるんかい、そそっからだけど。あっち。あっち。
Glacius. Defender.
あれだな。変身してデバルスなの。
That's the last of the spider sacks.
ここじゃねえのか。どこだ発生源って。わーお。
I hope that's the last spider. Imperio.
そうなのね。
Crucio.
グリーシアっていうポケモンがわからないけど、そうなんだな。そうなんだ。そっから始まる。グリーシアってなんだっ
Glacius. Defender. Crucio.
あ、緑じゃねえ。緑ってか草のやつか。あいつか。あいつグリーシア。水色氷か。リーフィアだ。草はリーフィアで、氷がグレイシアだ。全然使わなかったな。スカーレットやった時。あ、ニンフィアだけクソお世話になりました。
That's the last one.
まずニンフィアだけクソお世話になって。多分ニンフィアじゃなかったっけ。なんだっけ。確かニンフィア。ハイパーボイスみたいなやつ。集会用。もろ集会用。確かニンフィアだったような気がする。まだ早い。ブラッキーも良かったな。ブラッキーはね、本当にね、マルチで良かったね。防御硬いし。あ、潰れた。なかなか最後むごいことしたな。無事入ろう。 惨劇惨殺惨殺ってコメントできないんだ。なんでだろうなんで惨殺ってダメなんだろう。そんなあれかかかるようなワードなんけ惨殺って。
56スが引っかかっちゃう
殺す
まず56スという言葉がダメなのでしょうね。
まあ56とか4でとかはわからんでもない。それはもうストレートに56、4ではわかる。なんとなくわかる。今ではね、ダメだよね。惨殺したるぞってあんまり惨殺惨殺って言われたら意外とピンとこない。そっちの方。
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
So sorry, Mr. Dunn. She was an innocent victim.
Poor Mary. Fighting for the Hamlet to the bitter end.
昔はそれこそニコニコとか
Noble sacrifice.
だったから。
She truly was a
4年なんて当たり前の、もう挨拶レベル
She didn't deserve this.
挨拶レベルの4年だったから、なんとも思わないっちゃ思わない。
But you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the Hamlet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
あんまり話聞いてなかった。まあ、その通り。
That's the spirit. I wish you
話聞いてね。
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the Hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
モブだよ。じゃあそんなに
To dearly departed Mary.
なんか長いストーリーでもなかったし、また雲かぐらいしか思ってなかった。そんな重要なサイドではないなと。さらっと流しながらやってたけど今。俺は待ってるのはセバスチャンの任務だけ。
マクゴナガル先生とかいないのかしら。
いないな。1800年代の多分いないんじゃないか。あ、セバスチャンこれか。あれメインやってからかな。あ、でもまだちょっと、まだサイド、おい。こっち。おい。こっちな。サイドミッションを、サイドある？サイドまだやりたいんだよね。右下が気になるけど。難しい。ちょっと不親切。この中にサイドあるか？お？あれかな？メインかな？メインが残ってるから、このマークなのかな？よし。俺の大好きなセバスチャンに会いに行こう。
Nice to see you, my young friend.
もしかしたら、このメインを進めたら、アバタケをくれるかもしれない、セバスチャン。
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
俺はもう闇しか興味ないぞ。
I came as
セ
soon
バ
as
ス
I
チャン。
could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's
一瞬、
reaction, that I'd
1
almost
秒で
forgotten what it
17
was
時ま
that
で。
struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby. surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea. But perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we
親戚
want
か
to
も。
handle this?
何か。うわあ、どうすっかな。
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
ハリーみたいに慎重派なのね、あなた。
いや。気づかれないようにって、この隠れの魔法を使って、
There they are up ahead.
後ろから縛り付けるって、まあ今からやるけど。まあ今からやるんですけど。
Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
バリアに行って縛り上げるっていう透明マントはない。透明になる魔法はある。これで縛り付けるって。これで戦わなくて済むからな。全員縛り上げればこれ敵のレベルがいかに高かろうが別にいい。縛り上げればいいからほんと楽。ああバレちゃったバレちゃった。セバスチャンやるの？はい。あとあなた来るしあとあなた来るし結局ガンガンいってセバスチャンの方がガンガンやる気じゃんかよ。普通にあいつ闇の魔法使ってたし残酷その通りです。残酷2が出ました。
This is going well.
とても順調。おう。
We do it fast.
やっぱな、スリザリンだから。よし。スリザリンだから。あ、いっぱいいるな、ここ。多くない？あ、なんでバレんの？早くね。やべ、あいつ気づくのすごいな。気づきがいい。
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take.
What was that? It was a knuckle low.
分かったとしてももう。問答無用で近づく。あら。
なかなかの視力よ、わら。
あ、ごめん。そうなるとは思わなかった。そんなに幅広いと思わなかった。思ったより飛んだ。ちょっと面白かった。そんなに吹っ飛ぶと思わなかったな、セバスチャン。やっぱボンバーダー。この魔法なかなかえげつない。広範囲に及ぶな、ボンバーダーやっぱり。今まで任務失敗とかならなくてよかった。あら、いっぱいいますね。あ、いいじゃん。バカみたいになっている。
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
見えてんだよな、もう。隠れてるけど、こうなるとほぼ見えてない。ほぼ見えてない、これ、姿が。ダメじゃん。 デンジャーって書いてある。エクストリーム、デンジャーだよね。デンジャーじゃないのか。ああ。でもバレてないこれ。バレてないバレ。
なんでバレないんだよ。
クロスボウを盗む。
耳と親のかな。
えへ。バレた。おら。はい。ああ、なかなかえげつない。ありゃ。じゃあ俺が手助けしてあげる。なかなかやるよね。はい。おい。変身術が一番むごいと思うな。俺だっか。あれなかなかえげつない。セバスチャン。やる気満々だよ。さすが闇のセバスチャン。宝箱はどこにあるこれ。謎なんだけど。これのこと？何のこと？そう。でも今アクシオからそのままウィンガーディアムに変わるようになった。引き寄せてからそのままこれ派ウィンガーディアムレビオーサに発動できる、派生できるようになってる。めちゃくちゃ便利。一応それぞれ個別であるんだよね、このウィンガーディアムレビオーサと。これはもともとこういう自由自在に動かせるけど、一応これは引き寄せ、これほんと引き寄せのみ。けどこっからなぜかここにちゃんとつなげてくれるっていう、めちゃくちゃ優しい。考えてるわ。このシステムを作った人もめちゃくちゃ分かってる。
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps. Could be the hairy legs, Revelio solar size, or the venomous
元気だから仕方ない。この時代はそれこそアバタ系は別に禁止されてねえから。時代が違うということに。アバタ系も別に大丈夫なので。まだ違法ではないので。方法アバタケダブラ。
それでも乱用して人減ってったら異常やろ、わら。
この事態守るためなら仕方ないみたいなセバスチャンも言ってたから。ディッセンドの衝撃波的なってる。当たらねえの。ディッセンドってこれか。これディフィンド。超。ディッセンドって、魔法がどれかわかんなくなってくる。多すぎねえんだな。パッと出てこねえよ。どの魔法？あててて、あてて。あ、あててて。あてて。間違えた。間違えた。無理やり来ちゃったよ。
この世界の人たちって意外と発音いいのよね。
いい。本来日本語になっちゃうんだ。あ、いい宝箱。いいえ。おい。おい。あち。ツタが痛いんだよな。あ、本当はこっから行くのか。 違うやないか。なんだ。また雲。ああ。お前のコンフリンゴ強すぎない？ちょっと待って。
呪文にはなくてもモーションが良ければいい魔法発射できると思う。それから
栄唱。杖もなくても本当はいいらしいよね。これもなんか最初の時言ってたわ。杖持たなくても呪文自体は使えるっつって。杖あった方がなんか集中力が高まってみたいなやつで。呪文出すだけなら杖なくてもいいらしい。ちょっと隠れよう。跳躍している進行者の。あんまり言ってる意味わかんないけど。何ある？バレた。とりあえず2体いっぺんにやってしまいたいね。なるとな、こうなるとこっちかな。いいのが出てきた。お前じゃない。ああ、いっぱいいる。2体もいるのか。それは厄介。やべやべ。多いな。ちょっとジョーゴマに活躍はしてほしいんだけど。お、よし、やり合ってくれ。おい、ナイス。やっぱ強いやつを操れれば楽だよね。
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Accio!
Oh.
Incendio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
おいってな。これだ。レビアサ。
We can have a look around in peace.
ああ、そういうことか。1、2。ああ、これで3つか。
Wasn't expecting that.
開いた。適当にやったけど。あ、世界が水っぽい。
仕掛け動け的な呪文だった気がする。
彼の目しか記憶に残ってない。痛みが感じる、痛みが感じるじゃない。痛みが消えるのを目にしながら高揚感を感じていたのを覚えている。
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
日記。
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas
なんだろう。
piece.
あ、ここ多分いけるぜ。ちゃうか。
Our efforts weren't in vain after all.
ちょっと気になるけど、これ。
Still,
うん。
something about this
なん
place
かおかしいよ
feels
ね。
odd.
何この反射するやつ。
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling.
英語でちゃん
Let's
って
take
言
the
わんか。
canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there.
発音かな。セバスチャン。
This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to...
セバスチャンは
And now for the moment of...
常にってわけでもないけど、
It has to fit.
まあ
Please tell me you recognize the location in
よ
this
く
bit
会
of
う。
canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
結構闇のあれに関わってくるから、この辺。この辺全部セバスチャンともう一人のおかげだから。
We're in for
覚
more
えれたの。
trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
ごめん。セバスチャンには言ってあげたいけどな。言ってあげよ
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin?
う。わかんねえ。
You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I
セバスチャン
haven't.
にはちょっと。
You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to
そうだな。
someone so ignorant?
妹が呪いにかけられたのはゴブリンのせいだったんじゃなかったっけ。
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying.
仕方ないんだ。妹がちょっとね。
Unbelievable.
全員が全員悪いゴブリンではないんだけど。51折り返しにやってきた。6体制度、これ何だったんだろう。プルーシオのダメージが大きく増加する。素晴らしい魔法だ。インペリオのダメージが大きく増加する。ほんと最高だな。終盤っていうか、ここからもうクルーシオとインペリオしか、クルーシオインペリオはアバタケでやっていけるからな。あとでつけに行こう。オブリディックを覚えるか。先付け返していこうかな。識別して。インセンディオ。あった。この辺は変わりなし。帽子は変わんねえじゃん。何も変わんねえ。あ、ホラーは強い。あ、ホラーは強いね。変えよう。ファントも強い。こっちだ。ダッサいよ。ダッサいよ、これ。女性も使える。最初にね。 最初に一応決めることはできる。あ、ニーゼルの1個しかねえ。目つけちゃえ。ボンバーダーいらねえし。インペリオ。インペリオ。あれ間違えた。こいつにインペリオつけても仕方ねえじゃん。こっちだよつける。ブルーシオもいいけど。ブルーシオいっぱいつけよう。
自分の使いやすい魔法で行くのが一番ね。
そう。闇魔法マシマシでいく。インペリオ、クルショ。インペリオとクルショ ありゃなんとかなるし。で、ディリゴールの羽は今から取りに行けば問題ない。ああ、かわいい。かわいいらしい。皆さんご飯です。ご飯ですよ。はい、ご飯です。
ご飯にサプリドバドバ丼にしてこれ。
うい、今だろ。
感がすごい。わらわら闇魔法。
なんでもう羽5個もくれるからな。30分で羽5個だから。で、今度10個目でしょ。5個ずつで、あ、8つか。十分。よし。でも、あれ、25分か。まあ、だいたい30分に1回餌あげてもらえるから。ある意味やりすぎなんだけど。30分に1回餌あげてってできる。むしろあげすぎなぐらい。
お腹いっぱいでローストチキンが好きそうね。
30分に1回だからな。増えませんっつってもあげれる。ハミットと話す。ずいぶん上の方まで。
Hello there.
ああ。
Hello,
ミカ、
Ami.
望遠鏡くれたやつか。
Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I
did. I mean, I
でき
do.
ないっすよ。
Speak it? Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok.
そこまでは余裕なかったって。このゲーム作った時。
Would you be willing to help?
残念ながら、そこまでの余裕はねえっすって。
I mean, well, might this be dangerous? I think he's
いや、もう大変らしい
show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of
だからバグ
Serona's.
修正とか全然あるらしい。
If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
この間もなんかパッチ配信されてたけど。
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well? I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library.
いずれはかもしれんけど、今は本当なんかバグ修正で大変なんで勘弁してくださいみたいな。やっぱパソコン版とか、PS とパソコンでまず違う。
I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
ホグワーツレガシー自体は、ワーナー、あれじゃないの？ワーナーブラザーズから、オートキーゲームズのレーベルのもと発売された。難しいな。アバランチソフトウェアとワーナーブラザーズゲームだから。
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you
開
there.
発はアバランチソフトウェアって書いてある。ワーナーブラザーズゲームの子会社ですって。 あ、映画のよく出るワーナーブラザーズのあそこでしょ。
中国だったら対応遅いのよね。
中国じゃない。もうがっつり。アメリカ。あっちでしょ、ワーナー。
アメリカ。
やっぱパソコンとかで最適化。最近のゲームってなんか多いらしいな。やっぱ最適化不足って。仕方ないんだけど。
What are you up to now?
当たり外れって
みんなミニマップ広いわよね。
原神もだってあれだからな。今ではすごいけど、俺最初の頃も結構やってたけど、なんもなかったからな。今ではいろいろあるけど、俺のやり始めた頃、それこそ最初だから仕方ないけど、モンドしかなかったからさ、モンドだけのゲームって言われたら、おーってなるからさ。みんな最初はそんなもんよ。原神もソシャゲだから、徐々に世界が広がっていってなってるけど、最初モンドしかなくて、それは仕方ないっすってなるけど。結構、やることなかったから。ランクも30までだったし、今の半分だったからさ、60で、あの時30で35が出てって。モンドだから下手すらホグワーツみたいなもんでしょ。原神で最初ここしかなかったみたいな。今では広くなったけど。でもこんだけのゲームでさ、原神もそうだけど、この移動してる時にロード挟まないだけでもすごいんだけど。こうやってバーって飛んでるだけで全然ロード入んねえってのはすごいと思う。うって苦しむから。合流の前にこっちやって。ついでにやってこう。
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio.
通知無形って大体呼吸困難だけどね。
あ、これかな？あそこだ。あ、転がしゲーム。ちょっとどこ行くの？ああ、どこ行くの？あっちだよ。行くとこあっちだよ。そっちじゃないよ。行くとこそっちじゃないよ。ああ、行くとこそっちじゃないよ。ダメだ。ダメだこりゃ。ダメだこれ。行くとここっちじゃないよ。もうダメかなこれ。行くとここれできない。ダメなんだよ。デパルソしか本当は反応しない。この球なぜかデパルソしか反応してくんねえんだよ。上行かなきゃいけねえのにこれ。だから。あ、違うな。
連発できたらいいね。
上行ってほしいんだよな。上登ってくれ。なんでいいや。なんでいいやね。 ちから登るか。やり直しできたらいいんだけど。まずあっちにやって、こっちからこっちにやって、よし、よし、オッケーオッケー。よし、よし。登れこの辺じゃなかった？あったあったあった。ボルデモートではない。危ない。あ、よかった。ここ。オーケー。ああ。大変だった。あの人いんのかな？ 1800 年代の時いんのかな？賢者の時から100年前になっちゃう。いるんだ。話出てくんのかな？今んとこ、全く、ボルデモートの全くうの字も出てない。アズカマンばっかり出てきてる。
Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock
ボルデモートの母方の家系ゴーント一族の一人が登場するって。家系ないわけではないけど。
Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
ここまで知らんと無理じゃん。
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have
あ、ゴーン
refused
と
to
オ
share
ンに
their
ミスか。
magical
そうか、ゴ
knowledge
ーンと
with
か。
goblins.
あ、じゃあこいつじゃん。
Your kind will not even let us carry wands.
すでにもう関わりあった。
Thus, many goblins, myself
一族と。
included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He was, is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit.
ゴーンとはもう会ってる。ってことは、ウォルデモートとは直接的ではないけど。
It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Our meet and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
あるよ。クリッチのできる場所はあるよ。ここある。俺もできるかなって言って言ったけど、いけるだけって感じ。
お知らせ、視聴者数が50人を突破しました。次は100人でお知らせします。
いずれ作ってくれたらいいけどね。DLC でもいいからさ。あれで対戦できたら面白いんだけどな。あ、何これ。あ、謎解けと。そういう話でございますか。もしや。そうですね。まあ、ようわからんけど。多分この。あんの？スニッチはどっかにあんの？スニッチではない、本当のスニッチの前のやつの話はよく出てきてたさ。本物の鳥を使ってたっつって。鳥の話は出てきたね。あなんだと？クエストエリアに戻れってことは、ここでなんかすんのか。けど俺このトロッコをなんか運んできて開けるものかと思ったんだが。違うんですか？これ開くんですか？ん？ああ、そういうことか。あんなとこにおっきなメンテマがあった。気づかんかった。単純。まさかこれの応用があると。
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
何らかの証拠か。
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
生魔法の熟達。才能で基礎魔法？どれのこと？あ、最初、もうやってる。もうしょっぱなに撮ってる。撮ってる撮ってる。絶対クールタイム早いのに強いじゃんと思って最初に撮ったよね。クールタイムそんなに気になんないけどね。言うて使える呪文がありすぎてさ、いっぱいあるからな。
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
ビリオは、感知範囲は広げたけど、レビリオも無限に使える。何回やっても別に静かに行きたいね。
Watch your step, Rabbit. Little moon calf.
あれ？思ったより吹き飛んじゃう。うん。増やした。
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, I'll meet. You have my word. Revelio.
やっぱ広い方がいいなと思って。
Being watched by a door.
なんだろう、開かねえ。
Revelio.
開けるか。
I'll be quiet.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing.
これ何かわかんない。違うのか。
Incendio.
なんで。うん。
Revelio.
闇の魔術をあげたら本当便利。飛ばして。闇の魔術系単純に火力とか上がってるんです。使えるのばっかりだからな。呪い系が強いからさ。血の呪いで呪えるんだよな。そう、ダブラできたらいいんだけど、ダブラでね、こううん。まだ出てないんだ。それ自体が出てないと。残念ながら。多分、だからセバスチャンがセバスチャンのクエストが出たら真っ先に会いに行ってる。インペリアもクレーションも全部セバスチャンだったからさ。多分このメインのセバスチャンのやつ進めたら、このイブズの中の闇につながっていくと思う。
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
スリザリン、てかまあ、自分が多分スリザリンじゃなくても、いずれ手に入れることができるんだ。なんだかんだセバスチャンと話して。
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand.
いけた？ああ、いける。結果良ければ全てし。何のトロフィーだ？どのタイミングでのトロフィー？あ、そうなんだ。全部トロフィー集める人いんのかな？いるんだろうけど。やりたい人はやるんだろうけど。
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
こっち向いてんな。しょ。あ、ダメか。ダメか。で、ある。頻繁に連発できるものはやっぱない。 エラツ強いのかな。セバスチャン強すぎるって。
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
まあ、アバッ
This
タ
is
って
more
も。
complex than I expected.
Accio. Revelio.
セバスチャン大事だから。最高。いいやつだから。セバスチャン、図書館で守ってくれたから。めちゃくちゃいいやつ。あ、これ俺絶対最初セバスチャン、お前裏切るだろうと思ったけど。セバスチャンがヤミヤミしてるのはもう仕方ないんだ。妹を助ける、妹の呪いを解くためには闇を知らなければ。闇でどうにかなるって。結局どうなるか知らんけど。闇の魔術を用いれば妹の呪いが解けるんじゃないかっていう。妹がちょっとね、呪われちゃってね。ちょっとね、妹があんまり元気ではないんだ。闇の魔術で、まあ、呪ったやつを殺せばどうにかなるって感じだ。それともまあ、呪いでかな。闇には闇のって感じかな。まあ、呪いが闇の魔法かどうかはわかんない。ああ、ごめん。でも言うの遅いよ。見てなかった、地面。全然見てなかったよ。言うの遅いよ。踏み込んだ後に言う。俺も地面は見てなかった。ここしか見てなかった。言ってくれ。言ってくれ。全然これ見てなかった。こんなとこに鶴あったんだって感じ。まあ、食らっても、もう体力も勝手に回復するし。あ、これルーモスでいけんの？あ、そうなの？知らなんだ。光なら何でもいいんだ。俺てっきり炎じゃないとダメだと思った。光ならいいんだ。俺本当に、そう。光ってか、火じゃないとダメなのかなと思ってた。そうなんだ。ルーモスでいいんだ。知らなんだ。あれするわ。じゃあルーモスで通ってみよう。鎮魂者の衛兵。あなたはインペリアム。鎮魂者の衛兵じゃない。あれ、衛兵いねえな。衛兵います？衛兵いますか？衛兵いないの？バレないバレない。隠しとけばバレない。衛兵がいない。そう。ボンバーダーって言ってなってっけ。天使だな。
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
そう。衛兵倒しちゃったか。ん？どれだ？気をつけなきゃならんの。 あ、襲ってきたからね。襲ってきそうだったから。あ、ここか。単純にここに入りゃいいのか。
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio. Incendio.
これか。ちょっと待った。一応こっちやってる。もうただのエレベーターかな。帰り道か。
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
帰ります。帰ります。帰ります。お、いた？今完全に置いてった。
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
いないでしょう。最近会ってないね。まあ、どっからが中ボスになるかっていうのもあるけど。でっかいゴブリンとか出てきてもないし。うん。
Aloha Mora.
ここ正規の場所じゃなかった。レベル2ならいいもの入っといてくれよ。うん、全然全然いいものではない。あ、ここからか。ここに帰ってくると。
Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, Hachiu.
鍵開け。これ大変やったよ。レベル2とレベル3。
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct.
レベル
Other
3。
than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
今レベル
I've
3
been
まである。
wondering about something else you said before we entered
2 と
the mine.
3両方。
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
ガバガバ。
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So
あ、
was
鍵付きのあれも
surprised
開け
to
たよ。
find
16個。
a witch there who'd set up a
鍵
sort
付
of
き16個と、
improvised
水
research.
晶みたいなやつも10何個あったけど、
She
あれ
was
何個だっけ？
studying something so intently
あ
that
れ
she
何個だったか
almost
忘れた
didn't
わ。
notice
水
me.
晶も大変だったけど。鍵付き16個集めるのも大変だったわ。
I thought she would
あ
react
の
with
鍵のハエみたいなやつ。
or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget.
自分
Without a
の
moment's
あの寮
hesitation,
の、あ、このトークンか。
she smiled
16トークン。
and asked me to sit with her.
めちゃめちゃやり込んでる。
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped
あ、今着てる服。
container with the strange
これ。
symbol on it.
実際今着て
She
る
was
服。
certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
この服。
Miriam.
そう。なんか、その昔の生徒の
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of
人
her
の服やっ
research,
たかな。
and I know of the
確かなんか
container.
あ、なんせ優秀な人の服がある。優秀な人のものがもらえる。確かそんな話。まあなんせこのかっこいい服がもらえる。多分寮ごとに分かれてるけど。他の寮の服は分かんないけど、スリザリンはこの蛇の感じの服だった。多分それぞれの寮で多分柄が変わってくると思う。スリザリンはかっこよかったわ。蛇のマークちゃんと入って。あ、それだね。まああれクエストだったからさ、出てたらやらなきゃって。グリフィンもかっこいいと思う。一応あれクエストっていうかサイドミッションの扱いなのかな。クエスト扱いだったからもうずっと残るの嫌だなと思って気合で集めた。気合で集めきて。でもこのかっこいい服もらえたなら本当よかった。
After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
What the? ないじゃん。クエストがあります言ってないじゃん。青は手に入れとこう。確か、これ、寮のローブ、ダイダロスの鍵を使ってはけた証。うん。誰の服だったかは、なんか忘れた。どっかで見れたんだけど。どれだったかな。あれクエストないよな。ん？お？ある？ホグワーツ。態度がある。あ、第4試合。今かよ。今第4試合かよ。
I have to complete the next trial.
あ、増えた増えた。どこまでも上。あ、ほうきじゃん。やったね。ちょっと行こう。後で行こう。先にちょっと第4試合やってっか。
Hello. Are you here for someone as court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Ah, いっぱいあるな。 暴れすぎじゃない？
Precisely as planned.
Accio.
さあ、いけたやろ。50点。
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio.
よし。もうちょっと難しいな。
Precisely as planned.
やべ、ありゃー、やっちゃった。
Such grace. Finesse. Accio.
強かったか。
Precisely as planned.
負けじゃねえか。
Accio.
そう。あれが入ってるや
Nice
な。
technique. Didn't I say I adore competition?
10点差。負けちったよ。
Hard luck. Care for another round?
ないの？
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
優
That's
し
the
い。
spirit. Accio. Precisely as planned.
Accio.
この辺。あ、危ね。
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio. 'Precisely as planned.
もう一丁。
Accio.
ここ。強いか。強いか。
Such grace.
マジかよ。誰か。
Accio.
また負けた。130点じゃ。
Precisely as planned.
勝てねえんですけど。2投目がなかなか入んね。全部弾いたら俺の勝ちになんない。
Accio.
ちょっとどこ行ってんの？
Such grace. Finesse.
待ってくれよ。2投目がちょっとむずいな。
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Accio. Precisely as planned.
Accio.
ここ。よし。早め早めでな。
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never
あいつ邪魔だな、あの赤いボール。
Accio.
どうすっかな。完璧に落とさねば。
Precisely as planned.
あ、こっちからやるか、2投目。オッケー、オッケー、オッケー、オッケー。オッケー、オッケー、オッケー。あー、いけるぞ。
Nice
次
technique.
こそ。
Precisely as planned.
30点。でも勝ちだよな、だって。 あ
Such grace.
あーだわ。こんなのありかよ。そう。余裕ぶっこいてやんなきゃよかっ
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
た。あんな外に弾くのずるくない？
Accio.
悔しすぎる。
Precisely as planned.
Accio.
OK。
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio.
イエス。ああ ?OK、OK、OK。どっか行け。どっか行け。どっか行ってしまえ。なんであいつのボールはこれ止まる？俺のやつ止まんなかったんだけど。謎だな。あ、もう負けた。負けでーす。30点じゃなかったら負けでーす。
Precisely as planned.
いけるかな。100点でどうなる？むずっ。あの右下むずっ。こんなん先行強いよなマジで。
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Accio.
じゃあ端からやるか。たまには落とせよどっか。どっか行けよあのボールよ。
Precisely as planned.
Accio.
止まれ。よしよしよしよし。オッケーオッケーオッケー。いいね。いいところでした。
I'll never top that. Accio.
本当はこの2投目だな。こっちに寄せるか。完璧。完璧。よしよし。右はいかんわ、あれ。吸い込まれたら終わりだわ。これ何点？ 8？90 点でしょ、それ。よし。あようやく勝った。
Nice technique. Wow, you are good.
ああ、やっと。
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost.
いや、難かった。今回はマジで難かった。
I practice as much as I can.
Practice, eh? I suppose I could try that. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
法規を強化してもらう。
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Is the knee reversal that... Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
ああ、
You'll be thrilled with that
4000はなかなか
broom,
だ。
I promise you.
結構金が飛んだ。
Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
才能はいいかな。フォービアな。ん？何や。マント。帽子か。どっちもあれか。悪くけどなんかしっくりくる帽子ないな。未だにねえな。ずいぶん遠いな。いけるんかな、ここ。墓所行けなくね？まだだぜ。先やろう。
Are we? Beat up to no good?
I thought I could count on my...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important?
They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour. But mum's the word.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Revelio.
おかえり。あれあ、この辺か。あ、これね。
Accio, Guardian Leviosa. Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Guardian Leviosa, perhaps.
Eh? あれこれどうやってくっつけんだ落っこってったんだ。落ちちゃったんだけど、姉が落ちるんだが。わけわかんねえ。えくっつける。それ。そこでやったんそこどういうこと？ここにくっつけるんじゃなくてああ、危ない。ここじゃないと。もしかしてもっと上？いや、下だ。意味がわからん。全然意味わからん。え？戻すってなんだ？あ、こっち？あ、はい、はあ、はいはい。
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
うるせえ。正直うるせえ。
Revelio. We should speak with Mr. Bicklesford. I believe I can see. Drawing my mother's eye.
how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Maybe in the Forbidden Forest.
あれこんなとこにも。お、あったかな。どっかにある。ある。けど、ここかな。ここかな。ここかな。ここから引っ張っていくやつ。ちょっとやってみるか。
Lumos.
いけるかな。いけそう。いえ。
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
よし。何個目まだ折り返しいってないわ。マジっすか。あ、いっぱいいっぱい。どこまでも上。あー、レースか。レース後に回し。ここはないか。ちょい休憩。
castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
スタミナがなくなんね。すげえ長い間止めんじゃん。ほうきを変えよう。いいわ。ナイトダンス。ナイトダンサーにする。いや、ユイバにしよう。
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
いっか。上
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
まあ、あと2人。
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning
商売がすごい。
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted
数週間前。
reading a note when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
頑張れ。
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
できるかな一生徒にできるかなって感じ。それぞれの3人それぞれのお話から複雑すぎるけど。これだよな。これメインじゃないよな。なんか急に始まったよと思う。メインじゃないのにしっかりしたやつ。
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Revelio.
No. あ、目ん玉のやつじゃねえか。耐える言ってもな。
Anyone casting un-
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
捕まった？
If only I could walk. Sitting on-
Natty must be around here somewhere.
あれ、いね。
Natty's
つや
wand.
あ。
She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
こっちか？
Revelio.
こっちか？
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
お前じゃねえか。お前じゃねえかってなるけど。闇の魔法使いって今出たけど、テロップ。いいのか？ネタバレが先に出てきた気がしたから。地下室向こうじゃねえか。こっちか。
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
とりあえず引っ張れるものがあったら引っ張るよね。
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this
いい
way. We need to find her
全部
quickly.
に
Revelio.
ナティは探さなくちゃいけない。
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
いやどうしよう。移動して。
I've never seen such a look of fear.
とりあえずあいつ操っとけばいいでしょう。はい、マンドレイクと電撃呪文の処刑人のボスの解除。アッシュワインダーの処刑人。アッシュワインダーどれだ。アッシュ安定者か。じゃなくて処刑人。待って、処刑人がいない。まあ、いっか。芸人がいねえっすよ。仕方ないっすよ。
Miss a payment with me, and I'll make you pay through the nose.
Revelio.
残念。見つけたいな、2つとも。
We should speak to her again.
あ、間違えた。デパルスを打つつもりなかったのに。間に合い。よし。あぶねえ。できたできた。久々に白菜出すか。白菜強白菜の削りがなかなか強いです。この人もああ
Revelio.
インピールしたら普通に歩いてたし。見つけたいな、恋文とコツ。出口来ちゃったよ。違うな。なんとかして見つけたい。あったあった。
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
偶然。
He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
あとは恋文。恋文なくない？こっちかな？こんなとこに入ってんのか。すげえ宝箱みたいなとこに入ってんな。
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
見つけたら破ってくれ。 これだっけ？これか。まあ、破んないんですけど。チャレン。これか？あれ？まだある？これか。裏手側の盾ってなんだろう？これか。闇の魔法使いか。
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Aloha more.
隠し宝箱出てきたし。あ、これで鍵開けるってこと？杖出てきたんですよ。どういうこと？ああ、そういうことか。先にやっちまったな。多分、杖くれって言うんだろ？
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming.
絶対 100%
These
杖
dots
く
are
れって。
cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
ほら、ありましたよ。もう分かってます。
Well done.
先に見つけまし
I
た。
knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
いや、思ったよりすんなり開いたな。
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
いや、向こうだ
My
よ。
pleasure. And thank you,
こ
my
っちじゃね
We owe our
え。ど
lives
こ
to
向か
your
って喋ってん
bravery.
の？
I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank
ちょっ
you.
とこの辺雑。動きが雑すぎるよ。
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
いや、戻ってきてないか、別に。
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher.
話させろ。
Thank goodness the two of you are safe.
話させてくれ。
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
だって動いてくんねえもん、
With
バ
all
カ。
due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of
動い
this.
てくんねえんだ
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us.
クソ
We
怒
shall
ら
have
れた。
no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
じゃあ、ポピーに会いに行くか。面白い。これはもうサイドかも正直わからなかったけど。サイドじゃないかも。いや、サイドか、一応。このマークだから、うんってなるけど。一応サイドかな。あと20個あるわ。濃すぎないサイドの内容、濃すぎるとき、濃すぎないああ、新婚旅行よかった。あの人は無事、仲良しになれてもいた。無事解決したんだな。ちゃんと話し合いできたんだな。
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so
あ、こっちか。ドラゴンの話に持ってきた。行ったり来たりしてた。何の話って。まあ、分かってくれる
Once
よ。
we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's
なんだ
nothing, truly.
おい。絶対こいつ嘘ついてる。
We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
あ。うわ。だな。
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming
い
here,
や、怖す
little
ぎ。
witch.
あ、やば。
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I
don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Where? 終わった。終わった行こうっつって終わった
Revelio.
なんも出ねえよで。あれ今行こうっつって。あれ行かないの終わり何その唐突な終わり方え後からまた出てくんのかなそういう感じわかんねえ。多分、後かなマークじゃないから、急なぶつ切りいけるかなまあ、ワープしてみたら、もしかしたら出るかもしれない。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
ここに行く方法を知りたい。向こう側行きたいんだよ。鉱山の目。はい。また違うやつ。違うな。これいけないっしょ。これ進まないとやっぱいけないよな。無理やり入り込みたいけど。それは無理か。これおとなしく歩こう。
What are you up to now?
だね。メイン行くしかな。あれ謎だな。あの終わり方、唐突に終わっちゃったけど。南のなんとかコンとか、洞窟だっけ？どこにあんねんってなるし。どうえ、これどうなってる？地図の間ってどっからだっけ？さ？いや、迷子っす。地図の間ってどっから行くんだ？あれ、地図の間ってどこっすか？どこですか？秘密の部屋？あ、ここね、地図の間。聞くだけ聞いてみるか。
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Raban
Ima.
from the Ashwinders.
タイミング悪っ。今っすか？おい。じゃあ行くわ。お前かよ、今度は。ナティ。急に割り込みやがって。タイミングを考えてくれ。メイン行こうかなって。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
こっちはこっちで気になるしよ。あっちもあっちで気になるし。
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
みんな悩み抱えてる、わら。
I still can't believe we escaped the
こっちは、あれだな。
You may not realize
助けて
it,
の。
but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came
あ、
from
伝える
me.
っつった母さんと
She
話してっ
likely
つった
told
ね。
other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
まあ大丈夫や。厳しくなっても、俺にはインペリオがある。
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect
闇すぎ
she'd be
る。
proud.
インペリオがある
If。she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him.
問題はそ
Whether
こ
it
よ
is。us or
警察で
Officer
捕まえ
Singer.
れるのかってさ。
If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it.
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear.
なんてこったい。
Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
また急に終わった。なんだよ、急に終わる。また急に終わっちゃったよ。ああ、参加か。忘れてた。まあ、参加するの今度でいいわ。やる気がありゃ明日にでも。装備だけ。帽子だっけ？なんか出たよね。あれ？マフラーか。クルシオ、インペリオクルシオ。あ、意外とかっこいい。なんか今、なんとも分かったけど。いいマントじゃん。コートか。オーバーコート。悪くはない。これ持ってなかったらつけてるレベルだぞ。どうしようかな。もうここ3か。フレッシュだね。よし。では。30時間でも終わんねえや。 また。